5:30 on day 13 of the Tour Divide. Just leaving the town of Pinedale. Yesterday was quite eventful. I pulled into Pinedale at around 3:30 after battling a bit of a headwind for the latter part of the afternoon. Immediately made a beeline for the local bike shop with a view to trying to get my bike fixed, my gears back in working order and back on the road. Unfortunately, they had another bike in which turned out to be belonging to Zach, whose wheel had, his rim had been damaged on the descent from Union Pass and needed rebuilding. They proceeded to work on my bike until about 8 o'clock at night, well after closing. Absolute legends at the shop. They pulled out all the stops. They didn't think they could fix it, didn't know what was going on. Replaced the rear hanger, didn't help. Reran the wiring, didn't help. Adjusted all the screws, didn't help. Eventually they did something, I don't know, hit it with a hammer, and it worked. So I ended up calling it a day in Pinedale last night. Managed to get a big resupply from the grocery store in the meantime, and got a room at the Jackalope Motel. Really great place, nice room, lots of space, got a good rest. Alarm went off at 4, and now I'm on the road and heading towards the basin. So the first part of today is going to be pretty flat on tarmac. As you can see, I'm on a bike path right now. Won't stay completely flat, won't stay on road either, not on paved road. Headed first to Boulder, which is a small town, then South Pass, then Atlantic City. In the original plan that would be the stop for the day, but I'm so far behind. My hope is that if all goes well today, then I'm going to push past into the basin, camp somewhere out there in the middle of nowhere. I now have a new sleeping mat and a new pillow, courtesy of the outfitters in Pinedale. Great outfitters there, very, very helpful. So hopefully this counts as the reset that I needed. Jammed my face full of food last night. Ate about half of the resupply I got. I hadn't eaten a meal all day. Didn't actually end up having a proper meal all day yesterday. Filled my face with everything that I could get into it last night. My legs are feeling good right now. So we'll see. For now, heading into the sunrise. Calm, no rain forecast, little to no wind right now. So make the most of it. A nice surprise just now. I just pulled over at the side of the road for a bit of a snack, and a guy whose house was probably a kilometer away, after a couple of minutes hopped on his ATV and just rode down just to check and see if I was alright or if I needed any help. Very friendly and pleasant surprise. Slightly different terrain to the last 2 weeks. Five hours in, 80 kilometers down, more of this. So a bit of climbing recently, just get things interesting. Unfortunately, I just passed Zach, who's had another mechanical issue in the middle of nowhere. You spin the pedals, the cassette spins, but the wheel stays put. So looks like he might have to try and hitch a ride back to Pinedale, which will be unfortunate. Get it fixed and then get back out here. Hopefully it doesn't mean the end of his journey, because It's been fun leapfrogging back and forth with him over the last few days. He's a strong rider, so I hope he's able to make it. But for now, 80 down, 60 to go to Atlantic City, and then on into the basin. Just climbing up out of Southwest City. Heading down into Atlantic City. Heading out into the Great Basin. Some black clouds up there. There's no rain in the forecast. I don't like that. There is the basin. Here is more desert. Took me 205 kilometers, finally caught up to Alan, who started out, I think, about 40k ahead of me this morning. Heading out on day, I think, 14 of the Tour Divide. About halfway across the basin. Huge day yesterday. nearly 220 kilometers. So gives me about 80k left of the basin to Wamsutter, and then the hope is, if the legs are up for it, they'll be able to continue on to Brush Mountain Lodge for the night. It'll be another big day, but it doesn't look like there's too many big climbs, so we'll see how it goes. Just after 10 a.m, coming into the town of Wamsutter, 75 kilometers down, and this is the end of the basin. Still a long way to go today, but a good chance to refuel, restock, and then plow on for the rest of the day. Heading out from Wamsutter back into the desert. About 120 kilometers to go to Brush Mountain Lodge. Just spoke to Kristen there, who signed off by saying she hoped the headwind wasn't too bad, so that's ominous. There's basically nothing between here and there, a couple of water stops, but no other real settlements per se. So it's gonna be another long day, another 200k day if I make it to Brush Mountain Lodge. But by reputation, should be worth the push if I can make it. It's only about 11 o'clock, so lots of time to get there.
Yeah, I saw one that same night. I saw the mountain.
My Garmin says it's 41 degrees Celsius today. This is hot work. So I'm in trouble. I'm about 20 kilometers from Savery. But I'm out of water. And Savery is the next place to get water. So, just trying to drag my ass to the top of this hill, and then it's a long descent. There's one more climb, I think, before Savery, but I'm running dry. Right now, still sweating, not showing any signs of dehydration, but it's not a good situation right now. This headwind's really killed me. Slow me down. Got through more than 5 litres since Wamsutter. But hopefully up here it's the peak, and then I can just roll down to Savery and top up, rehydrate. If not, well, there's the SOS button in a pinch, but I'm hoping not to use it. I think this is the start of the downhill to Savery. About 13 or 14 kilometers, once more climb. Just gotta make it. Well, shit. This climb's gonna suck. Green fields. That means water. So close. This place is legendary. Saved my ride. Filtered water at the corner, bathrooms, snacks available. Little Snake River Museum. Oh. Now I'm back on track. A few more hours, then Brush Mountain Lodge. Population 25. Save my ride. Farewell, Wyoming. Hello, Colorado. Climbing up towards Brush Mountain Lodge. So far, nice and gentle climb. We'll see how long that continues.